Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. If this is your first time here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell for more captivating stories from history. Today, we're unraveling the intricate web of deception and espionage that surrounded one of World War II's most audacious intelligence operations, Operation Mincemeat. Prepare to be taken on a journey of subterfuge, where the stakes were high and the outcome could change the course of the war. Let's dive in. The year was 1943. World War II was at its peak, with battles raging across multiple fronts. The Allies were plotting their next move to reclaim Europe from the Axis powers. One of the most significant challenges they faced was the invasion of Sicily, a strategic island controlled by the Axis. Capturing Sicily was crucial, as it would provide the Allies a foothold in the Mediterranean and pave the way for an invasion of the Italian mainland. However, the Axis forces were well aware of its significance and had heavily fortified the island. The Allies needed a plan, not just any plan, but one that would divert the Axis's attention away from Sicily. And so, in the dimly lit rooms of British intelligence, Operation Mincemeat was conceived. A plan so daring, it was almost unbelievable. Operation Mincemeat was a masterstroke of deception, hatched by the British intelligence officers Ewan Montagu and Charles Chumley. The idea was ingeniously simple yet audacious, to make the Axis powers believe that the Allies were planning to invade Greece and Sardinia instead of Sicily. The plan involved a dead body, dressed as a Royal Marine officer, carrying fake military documents. These documents would detail the Allies' supposed plans to invade Greece and Sardinia. The body would be released off the coast of Spain, where the neutral but Axis-leaning Spanish officials would find it, and the false information would eventually find its way to the German High Command. To make the deception more convincing, the body needed a believable identity. Thus, the fictitious Major William Martin was created. Along with the military documents, personal items were added: letters from a fake fiancé, a photograph, a St. Christopher's medal, a bill for an engagement ring, and even theater tickets. Every detail was meticulously crafted to ensure that Major Martin appeared as real as possible. The success of Operation Mincemeat hinged on the Germans believing in the authenticity of Major Martin and the documents he carried. If they took the bait, the real invasion of Sicily would face significantly reduced defenses. The identity of Major William Martin was entirely fabricated, but the body used for the operation was very real. The challenge for the British intelligence was to find a suitable corpse that could convincingly play the part of a drowned officer. The body they used was that of Glyndwr Michael, a homeless Welshman who had died from eating rat poison, either accidentally or as a suicide. His body was preserved in a morgue until it was needed for the operation. The cause of his death was ideal for the deception, as the poison would not leave any discernible marks, and the effects of being submerged in the ocean would mask any inconsistencies in the state of the body. To further the illusion, the corpse was dressed in the uniform of a Royal Marine officer and given the fictitious identity of Major William Martin. The personal effects added to his persona were designed to paint a picture of a man deeply involved in military planning and with a life outside of his work. The name "The Man Who Never Was" coined after the operation's success, emphasizing the fictional nature of Major Martin's identity. Yet, while Major Martin was a fabrication, Glyndwr Michael's contribution to the war effort, even in death, was very real and significant. The story serves as a poignant reminder of the many unseen and unsung heroes of the war. Central to Operation Mincemeat was the cache of fake documents that Major Martin was to carry. These documents were meticulously crafted to deceive the highest echelons of the German intelligence community. Among the papers was a personal letter from Lieutenant General Archibald Nye, Vice Chief of the Imperial General Staff, to General Harold Alexander, outlining the Allies' supposed plans to invade Greece and Sardinia. This letter was intentionally written in a casual, chatty tone to make it appear as genuine personal correspondence rather than official communication. Another crucial document was a memorandum from Lord Louis Mountbatten, the Chief of Combined Operations, detailing the bogus operations. To add layers of authenticity, the document contained notes and annotations, as if it had been reviewed and discussed by several officers. Additionally, the briefcase containing these documents also held other items to reinforce the identity of Major Martin: a photograph of his fictional fiancée, actually an MI5 clerk, a couple of love letters, a St. Christopher's medal, a silver cross, and a fake bill for an engagement ring. The attention to detail was staggering. Every item, every letter, every note was designed to withstand scrutiny. The British intelligence community knew that for the ruse to work, the documents not only had to be convincing at first glance but also under thorough examination, as they were sure the Germans would inspect them rigorously. With the fake identity of Major Martin and the carefully crafted documents in place, the next step was to set the stage for the Germans to discover the body and, more importantly, the intelligence it carried. The body of Glyndor Michael, now Major Martin, was dressed in a Royal Marines uniform and fitted with a life jacket, making it appear as though he had been the victim of a plane crash at sea. The briefcase containing the fake documents was chained to his wrist, emphasizing their importance and ensuring they would be found with the body. The submarine HMS Seraph was chosen for the mission. On the night of April 30, 1943, the submarine surfaced off the coast of Huelva, Spain, a region known to have active German agents. The crew released the body into the sea, where the tide would carry it towards the shore. Spain, while officially neutral, had pro-Axis leanings, and the British were confident that any significant findings would be shared with the Germans. As anticipated, the body was discovered by a local fisherman. Spanish authorities quickly retrieved the body and the attached briefcase. The British vice consul in Huelva was informed about a body of a British military officer washed ashore. In a pre-planned act, he urgently requested the return of the briefcase, heightening its perceived importance. While the Spanish authorities returned the personal effects, they secretly shared the contents of the documents with the German intelligence. The stage was set. The information had reached the Germans, and now the Allies waited to see if the ruse would have the desired effect. The bait was taken. Once the Germans got their hands on the documents, they were convinced of their authenticity. The detailed personal touches, the carefully crafted letters, and the seemingly high-level military plans all pointed to genuine intelligence. The information suggested that the Allies' next big move would be in Greece and Sardinia, diverting attention away from the real target, Sicily. High-ranking German officials, including Hitler himself, were briefed on the contents of the documents. The Führer was quoted as saying, "You can forget about Sicily. We now know where the enemy will attack." The German High Command took swift action, redirecting troops away from Sicily to reinforce defenses in the Balkans. Panzer divisions, fighter squadrons, and thousands of soldiers were moved to Greece and Sardinia. Mines were laid in Greek waters, and defensive preparations were ramped up in anticipation of the Allied invasion. In Sicily, meanwhile, defenses were weakened as resources were pulled away. The Germans were so convinced by the deception that even when the Allies began their invasion of Sicily, German commanders believed it to be a diversionary tactic, expecting the main assault to come in Greece. The ruse had worked spectacularly. The Allies faced a much weaker resistance in Sicily than they would have if the Germans hadn't been deceived by Operation Mincemeat. The island was taken in just 38 days. The success of Operation Mincemeat was a turning point in World War II. The capture of Sicily paved the way for the Allies to invade the Italian mainland, leading to the eventual fall of Mussolini's regime and Italy's surrender. The operation's success showcased the importance of intelligence and deception in warfare, proving that battles could be won not just with bullets and bombs, but with brains and cunning. News of the operation's success was kept secret for years. It was only after the war that the true story began to emerge, and even then, many details remained classified for decades. The British government, realizing the significance of the operation, celebrated the individuals behind it. Ewan Montague and Charles Chumley, the masterminds of the plan, were both honored for their service. The story of Operation Mincemeat captured the public's imagination. It was a tale of intrigue, daring, and deception on a grand scale. Books were written, and films were made, immortalizing the events and the people involved. The Man Who Never Was, a 1956 film, brought the story to a global audience, highlighting the audacity of the plan and the bravery of those who executed it. Yet, amidst the accolades and the fame, there was a somber note. The man who played a central role in the operation, the corpse used for the deception, remained a mystery for many years. It was only much later that he was identified as Glyndor Michael, a homeless man from Wales. His contribution, though unintentional, was crucial to the success of the operation. In death, he had played a part in changing the course of history. Operation Mincemeat stands as a testament to the power of ingenuity and the lengths nations will go to in the art of deception during wartime. Its success not only had immediate tactical advantages but also left an indelible mark on the annals of military strategy and intelligence operations. In the world of espionage and intelligence, the operation is often cited as one of the most successful deception campaigns ever undertaken. It underscored the importance of misinformation as a weapon, demonstrating that sometimes the pen, or in this case, fake documents, can indeed be mightier than the sword. The operation also had a profound impact on popular culture. The intrigue surrounding the events has been the subject of numerous books, documentaries, and films, ensuring that the story remains alive in the public consciousness. the tale of the audacious plan, the meticulous execution, and the unsuspecting man who became the centerpiece of it all continues to captivate audiences worldwide. Furthermore, Operation Mincemeat has become a case study in military academies and intelligence agencies around the world. It serves as a lesson in the effectiveness of well-executed psychological warfare and the value of thinking outside the box. But perhaps the most enduring legacy of Operation Mincemeat is the reminder it provides about the unpredictable nature of war. It's a story that shows how sometimes, victory can hinge on the most unlikely of factors, and how even in the darkest times, a combination of creativity, courage, and a bit of luck can change the course of history. As we reflect on the intricate web of deception that was Operation Mincemeat, it's evident that wars are not just fought on battlefields with weapons and soldiers. The mind games, the strategies, and the covert operations play just as crucial a role in determining the outcome of conflicts. This operation, with its blend of audacity and meticulous planning, changed the course of World War II in the Mediterranean, proving that sometimes truth can indeed be stranger than fiction. The story of Operation Mincemeat serves as a testament to human ingenuity and the lengths to which nations will go to protect their interests and secure victory. It reminds us of the countless unsung heroes and the behind-the-scenes efforts that shape the course of history, often in ways we might never expect. Thank you for joining us on this journey through one of the most fascinating chapters of World War II. If you found this story as intriguing as we did, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell for more insightful content. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the incredible tales that our past has to offer.